Greetings, I'm Ellen Rohr and welcome to BareBonesBiz.com. The challenge was inspired by a race I ran. I ran a marathon in Philadelphia not long ago. And I trained for the marathon. I've run some marathons before, but not for a long time. And so I decided to train and get ready, and I set my sights on the Philadelphia Marathon. Well, the day of the marathon arrived, and I really hadn't done a great job on training. I was injured, my calf muscle had torn, and I started the race and limped across the starting line, and still had 26.2 miles to go. And the inside of my head was just a nasty place. I was beating myself up. I was really disappointed in how I trained, and I didn't know what to do. Do I keep staggering along like I was stumbling, barely running at all, and all these negative thoughts are going through my head when I spot this woman who's carrying a big bouquet of balloons, and she has an indicator on her back that she's a pace setter. And I hear her tell the little group of people that she's with that if they stick with her, they're going to finish the marathon in 5 hours and 29 minutes. Now, the day before, I would have been aghast at that kind of time, but 5 hours and 29 minutes actually finishing the marathon was sounding like a pretty good idea to me. So I made a really good decision. I stopped beating myself up and I got in that group. And I thought, why don't I just listen to her and do what she tells me to do for the next so many hours, 5.5 hours, and if I managed to stick it out, I was going to be able to finish that race. Well, I did. And I have the medal to prove it. And I wouldn't have completed that race had I not allowed myself some coaching, some support, some help. My plan failed. I wouldn't have gotten the medal. And the fun part is, while Sharon, that was my pace setter's name, helped me every step of the way, I'm the one who accomplished the task, and I have the medal to show for it. Well, after that race, I was inspired to look at the product offerings that we have at Bare Bones Biz. We have a product called the Bare Bones Biz Plan. And it's a do-it-yourself program for building a business plan that will allow you to create your ideal business. And it's a rockin' good product. However, not everybody makes it through. Not everybody can take the information from that book and apply it and create a business plan. They get stuck, and I know because I've called and said, how are you doing? And I hear a lot of folks who say, well, I really haven't gotten started on it, or I kind of ran out of steam on week 2. So I thought, what if we created a challenge and asked folks to stick with me. Stick with me for 6 weeks, and I will take you through the Bare Bones Biz Plan. Let me coach you. Let me help you. I'll be with you every step of the way. Once a week we'll meet in a group setting on the phone, and I'll share some insights for how to make the most of your plan, how to make it easy, how to not beat up on yourself, but instead make real progress. And you can share your questions in a group setting so that if you're stuck somewhere, we can help you get off the dime. There's power and love and support in the group. And if you're interested in building a business, a plan can really help. So read on, investigate the challenge, and see if you're up for it. See you there. See you on the starting line, and I promise you'll make great progress if you just stick with the challenge.